Hey everybody, I thought I would take an opportunity to answer some questions so that you can get to know me a little bit better. Christie Jensen is my given name. I was named after the first street to ever be lit up by electricity in Edison, New Jersey. Thomas Alva Edison used to have his factory on Christie Street in Edison, and we lived right around the corner. So when they were choosing names for me, that's the name that was chosen. As I mentioned earlier, I grew up in Edison, New Jersey. My dad actually built our house from the ground up, so my family lived there for a pretty long time. I went to Edison schools in North Edison, Menlo Park Elementary School, Woodrow Wilson Junior High School, J.P. Stevens High School, Middlesex County College, and then I went to Union, New Jersey to graduate from Kane College, which is now Kane University. The biggest influences in my life were my parents. They were extremely cool people. I loved hanging out with them. They were my best friends, and they supported me in whatever I wanted to do. Of course, along the way, giving me advice that I might need just to make sure that I got through life in a positive manner. When I was 6 years old, I saw a parade with my parents and I told them that I wanted to twirl the baton. So they got me involved with that, and from that time on I was baton twirling through junior high school. Ninth grade I was captain at Woodrow Wilson Junior High School, and then junior and senior year at J.P. Stevens High School I was captain there as well. And I also competed in weekend competitions and won a lot of awards for that. That was a lot of fun, but the best part about it was spending all that time with my mom. She would take me where I needed to go, and lessons and competitions and stuff. And I also took tap dancing lessons pretty much through high school as well. I have been acting for 30 years. Yes. I was in high school and I took drama classes for an extra credit class, and I really didn't have much time with marching band, with the baton twirling, going to competitions and games, etc., to do the acting as well. Plus I had competitions on the weekends. So it wasn't until senior year of high school when my drama teacher, Rayla Glick, she had a lot of confidence in me, I guess, and she had me up for the part of Bonnie in the play Anything Goes, but in the end that went to a fine woman who is now a producer in Hollywood, and so I got the role of Purity, which was an angel. And for me it was very tough because I was with 3 other girls who were real dancers, but I think I held my own, so I'm pretty proud of that time period because back then I could dance pretty well and keep up, so it was a lot of fun. My mentors, I adored my mentors, one of which was Rayla Glick, who gave me my start. In college, it was Jim Morgan, who had a hand in writing the musical Quilts. Also Jay Siegfried and Lynn Winnick, who was also an actor as well in television and film. And Perry Morgan, who was a dear friend. He is in another state now and I miss him, but he was the founder of in my time they were the Avie Awards. I'm proud to say I won an Avie Award and was nominated several times. Now they are called the Perry Awards, and they are New Jersey's theater awards. It's a very big deal. So those are my mentors, and I'm very grateful to them. Definitely Lucille Ball and Carol Burnett. 2 very funny ladies. They are the whole reason why I love to be funny and why I love character roles. From today, Johnny Depp, I would love to work a character next to him. Leonardo DiCaprio, Cate Blanchett, also Charlize Theron. I think they are wonderful in terms of leaving themselves behind and stepping into whatever character they are doing. Beautiful. as I said, I started at J.P. Stevens High School on their stage. When I went to college, there was no more baton twirling, so I happened to be going by an audition notice one day, and I looked. I said, oh, there's 15 minutes before the audition. I'll head over, see what happens. The play was Talking With, and I got the part of twirler. So it all sort of fell into place from there, and I acted on the Middlesex County stage from 86 to 89. And then from 89 to 91, I was over at Kane College, which is now Kane University, and I did shows there. I also performed in many community theaters in North Jersey and South Jersey, and I love community theaters. They really gave me a good start, and I appreciate every bit of every experience that I had there. I also did, a PSA or a interview thing of some sort at a place that I can't even remember now, but it was filmed for, I think it was like an instructional thing for people that come into a company, something like that. And I also did extra work on Unbreakable, and that was so much fun. That was in Philadelphia. Bruce Willis was within feet of me. I turned around and he was standing up against the wall the same way I was, and he was smiling at me. And I didn't take the opportunity to talk to him. He gave me the opportunity and I missed it because we were told not to talk to him, and I will regret that the rest of my life. My dog is making noise. What's the matter, puppy? Oh, sorry. Anyway, so yeah, that was a lot of fun. But community theater is where I got my start. I love community theater, and now I am in Florida, and I'm hoping to get involved in some community theater here, as well as other things like Disney and Universal. A lot of research. Anyone that has worked with me knows that I do a lot of research. I read the play, so that way I can see what any other characters might have said about the personality of my character, something that my character might have done in the past, or other things, just to get an idea of a personality for the character. I look up the time period. That way I can see if there were any mannerisms that might have been different, because if you're in a period piece, you don't want to do something that millennials do today if it was from 1800. Different words that I might not know, I look those up in the script. I make sure I have the proper definitions of those. Sort of like when you're doing Shakespeare, you want to make sure you know what the words mean, so when you're speaking, you can understand what it is that you're saying. Plus, I will look up clothing for that time. I know that there's costumers, but I like to get prepared for, if, for instance, it's the bustles or something like that, you want to have a certain way of walking. One time, I even played a boy. So the way I researched that was just watch how guys behave. The guys in the show for that were really helpful with that too. They were pretty funny. That was a riot. So basically I review things, and I don't like to look up videos of the play or the character if I can help it, because I like to bring my own work to that character if I can. If it's a steady character that everybody knows it the same exact way because it's a show like, for instance, Little Shop of Horrors, where everybody knows the characters to be a certain way, the director might want them that way. But mostly if I have the freedom from the director to build my character, I like to bring my own influence into that character. So yes, a lot of research. Some of my favorite roles, I think my top favorite would be Madame Arcady in Blithe Spirit, and Sturley in Do Black Patent Leather Shoes Really Reflect Up, Sister Woman in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Violet Newstead in the musical 9 to 5. There's so many. I think I've loved every role that I've done, because out of every role has come something really good, and I've learned something from it. But those are some of the top ones that I really, really have enjoyed. List. Anna in The King and I, Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd, the innkeeper's wife in Les Mis, Mrs. Hannigan in Annie, Oh, Eliza Doolittle in My Fair Lady. Anything basically that's a character role. Love character roles. Anything I can really sink my teeth into. I would love to, as I said earlier, work with Johnny Depp opposite him as a character. Who knows what, as long as it's funny and as long as I get to interact with him, that would be really, really cool. So that's some of the people on my bucket list. That's one piece of advice. Dream. Absolutely. Dream big, but keep them realistic too. You know, acting is a really tough business. I know there's a lot of instant fame nowadays, but you have to love what you do. You have to love it. You have to work hard. You want to have a very good work ethic because in the end, it is a business like any other business. You have to keep a business head about yourself. You have to understand that there are ups and downs. You could get fired from a job. You may not get a role that you want to get. You may be up with thousands of other people for a role. You may not have insurance. You just really have to love it. You have to love it. It has to be in your heart. And just keep working hard. Research, again, is a big thing. I say that because you don't want to be on stage saying something that you're not understanding. Because somebody that's in the audience that knows the play, or if it's a period piece where somebody knows what you're trying to say and you're not getting it across, very important. Research. And get involved with your school theaters and your community theaters, whether it is just constant auditioning. That's a good thing. Keep doing that. Don't get discouraged. Get to know people. Hand out programs. Offer to seat people on show nights. Work behind the concession stand, taking money or selling the candies and the drinks. Lights, sets, anything you can think of, props. Get involved. Just really get involved. Let people get to know you. And just really work hard and keep your dream alive. And break a leg. I hope you enjoyed this interview as much as I enjoyed making it for you. I'm really rooting for you. I'm going to open the comment section. If you have any questions, if I can help you in any way or give you any kind of support, please go ahead and comment down below. Take care.